All right, today we're diving into a story from the fading light of the Old West. And it's this really powerful tale about two men. See, they're bound together by a violent past. And we followed their long, quiet journey toward a peace that was very, very hard earned. You know, this line right here, it just nails the world this story is set in. It's a world in total transition. The wild, untamed frontier is slowly being paved over by railroads and telegraph wires, and our guys, they're caught right in the thick of that epic shift. Okay, so after the big climactic fall of a notorious Grizzly Flats gang, the world for our main characters just changes completely. The dust settles, the chaos is over, and suddenly there's this new, kind of uncertain quiet. So after that final, epic showdown, the gang doesn't really go out with a bang. It's more like they just splinter apart. While the law goes off chasing the big boss, our two main guys, they get a chance to just disappear. Elias Thorne, the old trapper, he just melts back into the wilderness he knows so well. And Finn O'Malley, the young man he saved, he decides to walk a totally different road. And that one decision, it sends these two guys down completely different roads, each of them searching for his own kind of peace after all the violence. But how they go about it, wow, they couldn't be more different. And right here, this is the heart of the whole thing. Elias, he retreats into what he knows, the dying Old West. He finds comfort in the quiet of the mountains, basically becoming a living legend of an era that's already fading away. Finn, though, he goes the other way. He fully embraces the New West. He's looking for an honest, structured life, working hard to build a future and just outrun the ghost of his outlaw past. But for Elias, you can tell something deep down has really shifted. This quote gets right to the heart of his big change. That huge, gnawing guilt he carried about his brother's death, it's not totally gone, but it's quieter. By helping take down the gang, he feels like the scales have been balanced, and that finally brings some quiet to his soul. But you know how it is. The past never stays buried for long, right? Even out in the middle of nowhere. It almost feels like these two were always going to run into each other one last time. So picture this. The leaves are turning, the air's got that crisp autumn bite to it. Elias is breaking camp, all alone like always, and then he spots a figure way off on the horizon. And out here in the middle of nowhere, a lone rider could mean anything. So yeah, the tension just skyrockets. So you've got to wonder, right? Is this trouble finally catching up to Elias again? Or is it something else entirely? A loose end from his past? Or maybe, just maybe, a friend? And just like that, all that tension just pops. It's Finn. But here's the thing. He's not that same scared kid Elias remembers. He's a grown man now, confident. His gaze is steady. His greeting is warm. It's respectful. This isn't trouble. This is something else entirely. It's a reunion. And you realize pretty quick, Finn didn't just stumble upon him by chance. He came looking for him. He came with a purpose. He holds out this small, wrapped package and says he had a feeling it belonged to the old trapper. Okay, so what's in the package? Well, this is literally the heart of the entire story. It's an object called the Judas Colt. And its meaning? Well, its meaning is about to get completely turned on its head. See, this gun, it wasn't just a gun. To Elias, this pearl-handled Colt was this constant, painful reminder of his biggest failure. It was a symbol of the betrayal that led to his brother's death. It was basically the physical form of all the guilt he'd been carrying around for years. But just look at what Finn did. He found the gun, sure, but he didn't just bring it back. He had it remade. That broken pearl grip, the one that symbolized so much pain, it's gone. And in its place is this new, smooth, dark wood grip, and it's carefully carved with the initials of the brother Elias lost, TT, for Thomas Thorne. I mean, this isn't just a repair job. This is an act of pure redemption. And just like that, because of what Finn did, the meaning of this object gets flipped on its head. The Judas Colt, which was once this awful symbol of betrayal and guilt, is totally transformed. Now it stands for remembrance, for forgiveness, for a past that isn't just buried, but has finally been redeemed. And Finn's words here, wow, they just bring everything full circle. He says he did it to honor Thomas's memory, but also as a profound thank you to Elias, a thank you for saving him, for showing him there was another path. It's just this incredible moment of closure for both of them. So this one quiet, graceful act, it's what finally sets the stage for Elias Thorne's last chapter. His long, winding road is finally actually leading him somewhere new. So as he holds that remade Colt, you just know that this massive weight is finally lifting off his shoulders. And he turns and he starts walking toward the sunrise. He's a man of the Old West, a living legend, accepting his place as he fades into history. But for the first time, he's doing it with the sense of peace he has never, ever known. When you really think about it, this whole story shows us how a symbol of so much pain can be remade into one of peace. And it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? What are the broken symbols in our own lives? And what would it take for us to remake them?